Whatever course you are on, your portfolio is going to be the icing on the cake. The cover letter has set up an employer for who you are. We'll call that the sponge. The CV has acted as the filling, providing all the information about your skills and experience, and we can call that the jam. And now the icing on the cake is making everything look great. Your portfolio is the icing, and that's the thing you will want an employer to say wow to. This is a short guide into the kind of things that you should think about doing, and we'll also be considering the outcome of what your portfolio should achieve. So you want to select the best examples of work and put them right at the front. Start the portfolio with a bang. There should be a relationship between your CV and portfolio, so if you've referred to projects within your CV, an employer will want to understand more about them, and the portfolio sets this up nicely to show the creative side to the CV. It enhances your brand and further informs the employer about you and your creativity. Select a sample of work when you email your CV to an employer. Perhaps select 5 or 6 pages to send. It offers a snapshot of your quality of work, but it also leaves more pages for later at an interview stage where you can build on that first impression. If you send your whole portfolio immediately, there will be no new pages and the interview might end up being a bit flat. So send a snapshot and then you're able to go into that interview with a lot of ammunition to be able to provide an employer with further information that they haven't had previously. It can be a little bit of a balancing act between wanting to make a good impression immediately and wanting to continue that through to the interview stage. This is an old expression, but less is more. Don't put in low standard work just to make the portfolio look bigger. You want the quality of the work to shine. So if you are putting pages in that aren't going to be reflective of that quality of work, don't put them in. What you might want to do is take some of those pages and improve on them, enhance their quality, and then put them back in. Give examples of sketch work, mood boards, mind mapping, etc. Demonstrate your thinking approaches to design problems and how you solve these. An employer is going to be interested, of course, in the final product, but what they also want to see is how you got to that conclusion. They want to be able to understand what your design process is, what your sketching abilities are. A lot of ideas are made in this sketching process. There's no tablets and there's no fancy computer programs at the beginning stage. It's all ideas process, and getting those down in a quick and workable format is really going to enhance the way in which an employer understands how you go about problem solving. So if you have sketch work and you think that can be improved as well, definitely have another go at making that work and putting it in your portfolio. Your cover letter is the first time an employer will hear from you, and the CV is the first time they understand what work you have done. What your portfolio is doing for the first time is demonstrating your quality. It is demonstrating visually what your creativity is like. So you want to make it the best possible work. You really want to make them understand exactly what you can do. Just because it has been marked does not mean you can't take that feedback on board and make those improvements. Your portfolio is not reflective of the grades that you get, it is reflective of the quality that you can produce. So if there are elements of work that can be enhanced, do so. Make it work for your employment, even if it may not have been as good as you want it to be for your degree. So this is a very short snapshot as to the kind of things that you want to be doing for your portfolio, and the aim of which to give employers that sense of understanding about above and beyond the fact sheet that you've provided, but what you actually produce from all of that work. So this is quite a generalized approach, and there are likely to be queries that you have that specifically relate to your work. The careers team are available to provide one-to-one support, and as well as your tutors, we're here to be able to give you some help about how to set it up, what sort of things to include, and what work might consider a bit of improvement. So do feel free to email us at agency@rave.ac.uk, and we'll be happy to arrange an appointment with you to discuss this further.